to all of my blog readers. I'm Kate. I thought it was perhaps time you saw the person that's been doing all this writing and the voice behind the blog posts. For those of you who've been reading my blog, hopefully there's a few of you, you'll know why I'm interested in conservation. But for those of you who haven't, a little quick introduction. I became interested in conservation when I was a child. I was bought as a birthday present the gift of an adopted tiger, which was in the care of Born Free, and that's where the story began. My interest became really cemented when I won a book called Gentle Nature, which is photographs by wildlife photographer Julie Ward. Julie Ward was killed in 1988 whilst on safari in the Masai Mara in Africa, and her story was of interest to me because she's from Suffolk in England and I'm from Norfolk, which is the neighbouring county, so immediately there's sort of some familiarity there. I remember as people became aware of her story and there was initial suspects arrested for her death, all the things came out in the local newspapers, so I remember reading about it, but it wasn't until I got older and I got this book that I really read up on it, and the story behind it is her burnt remains were found in the Masai Mara, and initially there was what's believed to be a cover-up where it was suggested that she was eaten by lions and her body hit by lightning, but that was heavily disputed by her father John Ward, and he spent the next 20 years trying to put forward the case that this is a murder. Murder inquiry should be taking place. To date, I don't believe they have captured her murderers, but I know there have been some people arrested. As I say, I remember, I think it must have been 1998. I was still quite young. I do remember the front of the newspapers. The suspect had been arrested, but I don't believe they were formally charged in the end. But it was her work and her story that sort of inspired my interest. The book Gentle Nature contains photographs from all over Africa. It's quite interesting because the look and the feel to the photographs is different from what you get today. Obviously back in 88 there wasn't the same type of cameras, there was no digital cameras, and it's all very, very raw, very, very beautiful looking pictures. Yeah, they have a certain feel to them that I feel photographs today perhaps don't, but in spite of that, it still inspired me to want to take my camera and get out to Shamwari, to the Julie Ward Sanctuary, and do a bit of my own wildlife photography, which I was lucky enough to do. But so yeah, it's the story of Julie Ward and how she inspired my interest in conservation. Please keep looking out for blog posts and comment.